And we are live. Make sure this, sounds on. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto, episode 169. Today is Thursday, May 17th, and I'm King.
And I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we're here to bridge the gap between cryptocurrency and the community Monday through Friday at 10-ish.
10-ish. There we go.
Welcome.
What's going on? Constance Jewel, John Sieber, Crypto Ty.
What's up?
There we go.
What's up, Monique? Thanks for joining.
Thank you all for joining.
People coming in on Facebook.
As more people start to roll in, let's go ahead and give out that free Bitcoin from yesterday. Who won?
All right, so our free Bitcoin winner is Bergtown Music Group. Thank you for your comment about our battle between Tether or USD Coin. Which one do you think will win?
They both lost.
Yeah, they basically both lost. But it was basically saying how Tether is dead in the water. And as soon as we say it, they show up to come and get us. But
it was like, what? You said we dead.
But Tether is basically, they're done for. I saw something similar on a Facebook message or Facebook comment. Thank you for that comment. I already sent that free Bitcoin, my man. I tend to agree. Tether might be out of here for a little while. I think they'll come back with something, but we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you for those comments. We always watch them all. Exactly, Jamal J. Them Dinos be at the door, man. They hear us talking that mess. I really don't actually know who this is, but they're about to catch a serious L. All right. First up, Chinese IT Ministry cryptocurrency ratings release. Ethereum's first. Bitcoin is 13th of 28 different cryptos. China's Ministry of Industry and Information Technology has released its official cryptocurrency ratings. The domestic experts awarded Ethereum first and Bitcoin 13th out of 28 places. That came out today, actually. This is the second time we saw this. We saw it was a Credit Suisse, I believe, did one in the United States. They tried. Theirs was terrible.
Terrible report. This is garbage. What are you talking about?
This one looks just as bad. What can you tell us about this Chinese report?
The Chinese report, like other reports, usually they have a slant on it because
I wonder why Ethereum's first.
And usually whenever they approach these coins, they don't actually think about what's most important in blockchain technology, which has the most proven chain, the best developers, and going forward, which is most secure, which is Bitcoin. They said they use three basics: technology, application, and innovation. If you're talking about innovation, I'm pretty sure Bitcoin was the beginning, so that's as innovative as it gets.
Right.
With Ethereum, they do have application problems. The technology is, there, so to say, because we do have, people building dApps, but the applications haven't, come.
They haven't matured yet.
Yeah, they haven't come yet. So there's no way it could be first right now. However, like we said, they always have a slant. How did Bitcoin make it to 13th? I don't know. But some of these other coins, like NIM and some of these other ones, like ahead of Bitcoin, I'm not sure. But it's that's not accurate.
For those who don't know, of course, I'm pretty sure Ethereum got it because of Vitalik Buterin.
Yeah. We
all know, he is from Russian descent, I believe, and of course. That is now, what's his name? What's the Russian president name?
Putin.
Putin is like wonder child right now. They're like basically trying to house him over there, whatever he needs. His father's over there here and back. So of course they're going to give Ethereum that #1 spot. The only thing that could have ousted it, of course, was their fabled crypto ruble they want to one day release. But like you said, based off of all the facts that are out and what all the tech does and actually how it works, there's no sense why Bitcoin be 13.
And I mean, honestly, coin market cap is probably a better indicator of how coins are, because outside of the couple that shouldn't be in the top 5, they're usually in a good spot based on market cap. So, these reports, I don't know how much time they spend on the research or how they come up with how great the technology is. However, in my opinion, this list is terrible.
And you can see that. This is reflected in the comment sections. People are like, "Who cares about Chinese authorities? What matters are the Chinese entrepreneurs and miners, and their money says Bitcoin remains #1." That is true. Basically, somebody else said the same thing about Ethereum. Like, no surprise here. Of course, they're gonna do it. Yeah, it's actually a surprise they didn't say Ripple.
It must not like them.
And then, of course, it's the last person, RJF, said, "What does a country that blocks and bans crypto know about which project ranks and where?"
Exactly.
So again, this is take it with a grain of salt. Same way we took the Credit Suisse's. You can see here they gave Bitcoin C+, back whenever they did it. People basically. They don't understand the true power of heart attacks, but they will find out very soon. It just makes no sense, right?
And they definitely, I know Chinese, they control their people. So if you've never seen what it's like to control people with misinformation, this is definitely a textbook example. They've done this over and over.
Push it out to over 1 billion people that Ethereum's the #1 crypto in the space. Again, when you're talking business, all you're looking for is that 3%.
Yep.
If you get 3% of those people, which I'm sure you can, because there has to be some do good diddlies there as well.
Absolutely.
Then they've done their job as regulators, I guess.
Oh yeah. That's all they're looking for, in my opinion.
Speaking of regulators, the SEC just launched a fake ICO website to educate investors.
Oh yeah, you gotta look at it. If you haven't seen it, you gotta visit it. It's
the Howie Coin. I'll open it in this one.
Yeah, Howie Coin.
Right. The regulator announced yesterday that it launched a mock ICO called the Howie Coin, of course, named after the Howie test, which touts an all good to be true investment opportunities in quotes. The company notes the offer isn't real, and users who try to invest in token sale will instead be redirected to the regulators' education tools, which are aimed at pointing out the signs of fraudulent token sales. This was kind of said back in the congressional or Senate hearing with the SEC and the CFTC, but someone asks, they're like, who actually reads the stuff that regulators put out? No one. Nobody. You make things pages long, it's all in little writing. You try to confuse people with your verbiage.
I mean, we give people the links and they still don't read them.
Right. So it's interesting that we do this fake coin because I think, this is one of those things that actually wouldn't end well. Here you can see the Howie Coin's main page, I guess. You see the pre-ICO sale and all that. They make it look real, but you know what? Honestly, I'm glad they did it, though, because it kind of goes to show how easy it is to create a fake ICO website.
Oh yeah, all you need is one quick template, and you just throw in the words and you go from there. And honestly, the meet the team is the funniest part because even their team is more convincing than some of the ICOs that have come out. Just from the pictures. But if you've ever looked up ICOs, they have every red flag available. If you've ever, looked up how to look at ICOs, they don't have LinkedIn for their people. They have promise returns. They have a sketchy website that is, kind of thrown together. So
check out these messages from our celebrity promoters. It's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, celebrity promoters. Yeah, that's how you know.
Man. This is how it looks though. I mean, so I'll give it to them. Finally, good job, SEC. Didn't think I'd be saying that anytime soon.
I love to see that database of people with emails.
What was kind of was still off about this fake ICO for the testimonials, they say we anticipate over 1% daily returns with double 2% returns on tier 1 investors and all that good stuff. They put the word anticipate. Everyone knows fake ICOs uses the word guaranteed, all right? Come on, SEC, get it together. If you're going to do it the right way. Yeah. They said we forecast a minimum growth rate of between 7 to 15% annualized. That's actually not that bad in this market. It would be if ICO put that, I'm not mad at that because that's actually pretty low. Yeah. I was so again, the SEC is still doing their traditional. Again, if you would have put 70 to 150%, that would be a bigger difference. Oh yeah. But 7 to 15, that's actually fair. You can catch it off a bounce play even on the fake ICO. But what's going to be really funny is that if this backfires and someone creates a real ICO. Yeah. Did you try to download the white paper? I didn't do that.
Well, I think if you click anything, it takes you to a page. Go to the top. I think if you click it, it'll say.
Gotcha.
It'll say like you could have been scammed. You need to do more research. You a noob. Well, no, I didn't say that, but it should.
Oh no, we have a white paper. I think. What is it gonna say?
Yeah, it's probably some.
It's fake. Oh yeah, it's just okay. It's only this one page.
Yeah, they're not going through that trouble. Okay. But I think it is a good exercise. I think you should actually. There we go. They should actually send this to people, or if you see the website, send it to people that are looking at investing in ICOs and say if it looks like this, don't get into it because there are a bunch that look just like Howie Coins, and people are trying to try to convince me, yeah, this is the new wave of the future. They solve a problem that doesn't even exist yet. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, man, I got you, but I'm good on that.
This is your Howie Coins ICO is a can't miss investment opportunity. They actually did a real white paper. Yeah. So again, kudos to SEC. Great way to educate people. Where did you say you can actually see?
I think if you click on the token sale, it'll take you where it says you've been tricked or you could have been scammed.
Somebody's gonna do a real Howie Coin now.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
Yeah, or something similar to it. Yeah, SEC token.
You guys want to play games? Let's launch this thing and see what happens. Yeah. I'm sure you can get $3 million out the world. Like, basically. Yeah. But no, that was pretty interesting to see. All right, Germany, second largest stock exchange to launch zero-free crypto trading app. Germany's second largest stock exchange is Stuttgart Börse. I don't know if it's Börse, which reportedly has a trading volume of $100 billion, has announced it is launching a zero-free crypto trading app today. The smartphone app dubbed Bison will be free to use as of fall 2018. It has been developed with fintech startup Soa Labs. It looks like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple will be supported on the app's launch. Of course, they're going to try to add more in the future, they say, as everyone always says. So I don't know. What's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think just like Robinhood, some of these other apps, Germany, you know, in their push
money to be
get
made.
It's money to be made. People are selling the shovels right now. If you already have an app, you have the infrastructure, and you already have the onboarding process.
Makes sense.
Why not? I mean,
right.
Why wouldn't you? And we've always said, as with business or as with politics, same with business, whoever succeeds at one idea, everybody copies it.
Right.
Every time. It's no such thing as somebody comes up with an original idea and they're just like, oh, I leave it to him. He'll take the whole market share. No.
Right.
Somebody else is getting in on it.
You got Uber, then you had, what's the other one? Lyft. Then now in New York, you got like 3 different ones as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, no one's just going to sit back and watch, you know.
Watch one of the greatest transfers of wealth happen and not get anything off of it. No.
Right.
So I think with Germany doing it, it'll basically in the EU, we'll see more, you know, different stock trading apps in that area start picking up on it. But I mean, it's here, people. I think it's a much easier process to buy it now that they list, you know, the top 4 or 5. But like we said with BRD Wallet, once they start listing ERC20 tokens on Coinbase or some of these other ones, that's when it's really going to, you know, go wide open, because that's when you have people who they don't necessarily have to get Bitcoin to get to the game. They can just get something straight from their ICO or whatever, airdrop. So that'll be interesting to see. But
Fed the Realtor, good point. They were talking about the SEC. They said, how much does this cost taxpayers? That's a good point. I can't wait till we get blockchain tech, reliable blockchain tech in the government, so we can see how much it actually costs as well.
Oh, man.
Even have to ask that question.
Hey, that's a $200 website right there.
Right. And just give a quick shout out. Cycle Bunny Jones is going on. Tessa Hall, Jamal J, Fed the Realtor, S1 Dubs, KH, hello. We see you all rolling in. Blockchain Shuja. G. Rodriguez, Blockchain Shoes said, glad to catch you all live. Thanks for catching us live today.
Oh, yeah.
All right, HTC officially announces a new blockchain-powered phone. HTC, what are they doing? What's this? Everybody's been talking about these blockchain-powered phones. Is this real now? Or is this something they hope to accomplish? What's going on here?
Well, I think HTC is taking a noble approach at trying to introduce a phone that basically you hold all your, you know, identity, your phone numbers, everything. Is not a central source.
Right.
However, in my opinion, I don't think there will be any network or connection way for people to use these phones without somebody having surveillance. I mean, you can't just have an open market with millions of phones on it with people that can't get surveilled in this economy. However, the technology behind it is pretty good. So I think there'll be a market share for it. They threw blockchain in the name. We always talk about the blockchain. They named it
Exodus as well, which is crazy. It's like you just jacking names.
Yeah, that's a Bitcoin wallet.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're saying it's going to be a universal wallet and hardware support. I mean, if I were Exodus and they don't have anything to do with this, then this is definitely something you got to go see them at the next consensus meeting, figure out what's going on. Like, hey, you trying to take our name, man?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as much as they may throw out, it's decentralized, it's a blockchain this, it's a blockchain
Probably won't
that.
be.
I'm telling you,
telecommunications aren't yet, right?
I mean, I'm not trusting that. And telecommunication systems, you have to be allowed to use those systems somehow, and they have to report back to, you know, the proper authority. So I don't see it happening too much. However, I have seen some people creating technology where you can use, you know, encrypted phones and use things there, but much deeper web hole to go down, and most people don't want to deal with that.
I mean, I would say you said before, it actually can be done, but
it can be.
you're gonna need satellites in the sky that are decentralized, basically. You know,
hardware from black market.
Right. Yeah. Everything will need to be decentralized. Really. I mean, it's like you said, it's a noble ideal because it can work. You control everything literally on your phone. Your phone is the bank. You know, when we had the BRD CMO on, he talked about that. He was like, hey, you don't even, he thinks the phone wallets are actually better than desktop wallets. So he's like, he thinks we're getting to a point really where you can do everything off the phone.
Yeah.
Again, very noble. It's just the fact of right now, most of our phone carriers, there's only a handful in the world. Maybe 10 big ones in the entire world for phone carriers.
Centralized.
So it makes no sense. But the moment you can kind of decentralize that, and have that complete privacy on your phone, then I can see this being a amazing feature. But until then, I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. I would say I don't know about this one, but this one looks like it'll have you tap. But if you if you find usefulness in it, hey, you could make some money off of it. Just get in the phone and do a YouTube video on it, just so we see how it looks. So
we'll see. Yeah. And we actually shared this story before. I know they kind of talked about this before, but I guess it's official now, and they are going to move forward. So look forward to seeing what happens with it.
Oh yeah.
Korea Customs Authority to test blockchain clearance system for imports and exports. Something we've been talking a lot about. I think it was a soybean. Somebody already did soybeans. Of course, they've been trying to do coffee. They've been trying to do everything. Like different countries have been trying to use blockchain for all types of supply management. Looks like Korea is taking their crack at it. Korean Customs Service is doing a test, blockchain-based system, a test to. It's due to test. This writing is so weird. It's due to test blockchain-based system to verify data and shipments during imports and exports with over 50 companies domestically. That would be huge if they can make that. If they can make it work. Again, with blockchain tech, they're trying to enhance the efficiency and the customs clearing process that they say has long relied on paper and is notoriously inefficient due to human error. Well, regardless if it's blockchain or not, if you're still using paper, then you
gotta get out of here with that. And if you're jumping, I'm sure they have some sort of tech in there, but if you're jumping from a very old system to blockchain tech, it will take some time. They've done 7 months of testing, and honestly, in this industry, everything is on a long scale because technology-wise, it moves so fast. So I honestly think this is a great way to test it. One of the few ways blockchain can actually be used. There's a lot that people you can put your dog on the blockchain and put your socks on the blockchain, whatever. But supply chain management is an actual very good use case.
That's going to be a good use case.
Definitely a good use case. So, I shout out to them. And if they can get stuff through the way that they want to, this will be very big because they're doing it. I've seen companies that say they reduced their time, by 200, 300%. Like they're taking it down from days to hours. Like that's ridiculous. So good for business. Definitely.
That's true.
Good time to own a shipping company. I would say.
Blockchain Shu just said about to stop all these so-called quote unquote lost packages.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
UPS scammers gonna be mad.
Right. What you mean they tracking the packages from inception to from to end point? Like no, I usually take my extra boxes off the truck at lunchtime. Like. But yeah, that would be huge. And especially with GPS tech now, you got GPS technology. You can literally just pop that on the box like a sticker. Tag it. It's on the blockchain.
Oh yeah.
You know exactly where it's at, when it's there, and so on. On Creep, CCN has some awkward titles in writing. Yes,
I think they're still drunk from consensus. Or something.
Too funny.
They went to too many parties.
Right.
It's all good though.
And Bitcoin Zay made a good reference earlier. He was like, "There's not that many stories out right now because everyone has been at consensus." So hopefully next week it picks up a little bit. And last but not least, Steve Wozniak, of course, co-founder, Apple? Bitcoin and blockchain will achieve full potential in a decade.
Oh, word.
Apple's co-founder Woz has commented positively about cryptos and blockchain tech in his opening speech at the We Are Developers World Congress 2018 in Vienna, Austria. He was quoted as saying blockchain is the next major IT revolution that's about to happen. Thinks it's a great idea.
In the middle of it.
And yeah, he's basically saying we're just getting started. That's something we've heard. This story goes back to quote CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, who said Bitcoin will be the world's single currency moving forward. And a couple other quotes. But again, this is somebody who's done it already, clearly with Apple. He owns sports teams with Seattle, Seahawks.
Seahawks, yeah.
Sure, he got some stake in the Warriors. So basically, a guy who's been around the block, knows what he's talking about. Finally, it's good to see somebody out of that crowd who's not a dinosaur.
One of the actually smartest people to ever live.
Right, actually.
Not just a long-time politician or somebody who took orders at a bank.
Right.
He's actually one of the smartest people ever lived.
And even better, he's a developer. He's a guy who understands technology, understands how to look at some of these processes and say, this actually works.
Yeah.
This isn't just, they're not just blowing smoke, but this actually works. So this is actually huge coming from him. Of course, no one on Wall Street or any regulators want to hear this stuff, but
what's wrong with Woz?
Right. What do you mean Bitcoin?
Now, I will note, like I've been telling people, he's kept one Bitcoin. Even though he say he sold most of it because he don't want to watch markets all day, he did keep one Bitcoin. I've been telling people that for years. If you can get one Bitcoin in the next decade, you should be good. And honestly, the price he's talking about, full potential, I don't know what full potential means, but somewhere around 1 Satoshi equaling $1 sounds pretty good in the next 10 years. And I don't know if that will.
You said 1 Satoshi equals $1?
1 Satoshi to $1. That would be amazing. That's just me, dreaming. But as far as full potential, we don't know price wise. We do know technology wise that full potential means, everything faster, more secure. So that's good to see.
And one thing I'm gonna highlight here is first, one of the things he said at the Money 2020 conference in Las Vegas in October of last year. He said that Bitcoin is better than gold in the US dollar. And according to him, he said Bitcoin's big advantage is that there's only a limited amount of coins, while fiat money like the US dollar or euro can simply be printed by banks. That's one of the key things. I don't understand why bankers, investors, everyone, even the Dilly game, how are they ignoring that point? No one ever wants to talk about the point that you can just print US dollars. They know it, but they ignore it. And it's just like, that's a big hump not to talk about. Yeah. No one talks about, we can just go print. No one denies that. They agree. Yes, you can just go print money. So how is this a safe financial system?
Yep. It's basic supply and demand, but it's so simple, it's complex. You could tell a banker, hey, the supply is infinite. We could just do it. And they're like, well, it doesn't matter because we have the right people in control. He's like, come on, man, you missed the whole point or whatever.
Right.
Right. So, yeah,
Makes
it's definitely
zero sense.
Definitely one of those things you got to look out for.
And that's really about it for the day. Like I said, story's been slow, which is actually a good thing as long as they're not, nonstop FUD like they usually do. I'm assuming after consensus, once the trolls and the dinos regroup, they will be back out in full force to talk about how Bitcoin is destroying some corner of the earth. Yeah. But until then, what are we doing for the free Bitcoin today?
Oh, yeah. So for the free Bitcoin today, tell us what you think about the HTC phone. Would you use it? Would you buy it? If not, let us know. If so, let us know as well. Make sure you post on YouTube, on the YouTube channel. Put your public address, and we'll send that free Bitcoin to you.
There we go. Would you use the HTC blockchain phone included with their own Exodus wallet? I want to know if Exodus are going to see them about taking their name.
I don't know. They may have copyrighted it in a different industry. You know what I mean?
Oh, because you
can have the same name, different industry. So
right.
We'll see though.
I'll give them a phone call just in case, but that's just me.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Oh, there we go. Blockchain Shoes said got a full Bitcoin. Took them a year to get it. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right. Until tomorrow, people, have a great day, and we will be back at 10ish. Cheers.
Yeah. Have a good one.